YouTube, it's Christine with Souls Rising, jumping on to bring through some oracle messages for the second half of April. This video is for my Cancers out there. So if you have Cancer as your sun, moon, or rising sign, stick around. These messages are for you. And of course, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you like this content and subscribe for more from my channel. I will have the cards that I'm using in the description box below, as well as my website where you'll find all the information on how to schedule a personal reading if you're interested in something a little bit more unique to your own situation. So let's jump right in. Cancer, let's pull some oracle cards for you guys. All right, Cancer. So let me show you the cards that popped out. We have the Wise Woman of the Grove, Grace. We have Standing Stones, Passage. Wizard of the Woods, Focus. And then under those, we have Aspen Spirit, Courage. Pegasus, Transcending. And I heard taking the high road when I saw this card. So some of you, this is talking about a situation where you've chosen to take the high road with something. I actually feel like that's the message for a lot of you, is connected to that. Spirit Guardian of Spring, activation. New energy fluttering in, some changes starting to happen. I feel like as if by magic, especially coming out under that Wizard card. And then we have Bear Spirit, Healing. Some of you I heard learning to live on less. So some of you maybe valuing what you have more, or learning to let go so that others can have more. There's something about sharing resources with this card that's popping in for me. And something about, like, even if you don't have a lot, like, that you can make do with a little, or that you know how to take a little and make it into a lot for yourself. So some of you are just really resourceful, which is interesting. Not how I normally would interpret that card. Take that if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. It won't be for all of you. And then we have Meandering Pathway, Flow. And Frog Spirit, Renewal. There's a lot of, like, magical energy coming in with this reading, Cancer. And it's funny because I get this sense of, like, some of you are feeling right now like you have had the grace to let go of something, or maybe you're walking away from something and almost letting someone else have it. And I don't feel that you feel like you're losing out in any way. I just feel like you think it's the right thing to do. So you're maybe letting go of something. And what's interesting with this, though, is that you think you're not going to get whatever this achievement, award, whatever this was that you're sort of like detaching from and letting go, or letting somebody else have it instead. It's like you don't see that the universe is working some things magically in your favor behind the scenes to bring you exactly what you deserve. Okay. So you may feel like I'm letting go of something so that I can move on. So it could be, for example, I definitely got this vibe from this. This will be for some and not for all. But like with this Grace card on this passages, so I feel like this is you sort of stepping back from a situation, and there's a treasure here, right? There's something here that's important, but it's almost like you're stepping back and you're allowing someone else to find it, or you're allowing someone else to accept it, or to take it. And you're like this girl in the red dress stepping forward, moving on from the situation, and like letting it go. And I also do feel like a sense of transcending and stepping up spiritually with this. It's almost like you're taking the higher road. You're more mature or more spiritually developed, where you're able to do that. You're able to allow somebody to have something that you know that they need, that you know that you don't need, or that you can live without. Okay. Now, for some of you, this may have to do with an estate, or with, an inheritance, because I'm definitely getting that sense of like ancestor vibes here with this Grace card, where like maybe there was an inheritance and someone else either took more of it than was their fair share, or needs it more than you do. And so you're kind of allowing them to have it, or you're sort of stepping away from a situation because you feel like there's nothing else you can do about it. And so you're just sort of like, look, this isn't worth my time or effort. And I, for my own sake, for peace sake, I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to be okay with that. And know that if that is what is happening, that like, you're not gonna be without, okay? Because I get, this feels like this wizard working some magic in your favor, working something out for you. I also saw this as like a stop sign, like somebody going, hold up, because something better is coming, right? Like you think you're gonna do without, and you're like, all right, that's it. Throw my hands up. I cave. I'm done. Peace out. And it's like, wait a minute. Just when you think it's all lost, just when you think nothing's coming through here for you, here it is, arriving on the scene. Now, for some of you, sometimes it shows up in a different form. So it may not be directly related to the situation that you're walking away from, but it comes in anyway, okay? And it almost comes in because you've had this maturity to let go of something else. And you know, I really feel like it's taken you courage to do this. It takes a lot of strength to do that. It takes strength to really be graceful, to maybe turn the other cheek or let somebody win, right? Let somebody else have something that maybe you're actually entitled to. This could also be like with a job situation. So like, for example, maybe somebody else gets a promotion that actually you deserved or were in line for. You got passed over. But I feel like if that's the case, you're handling it with grace and dignity, okay? And you know your own strength, and you know that it's okay because something better is going to come in for you. You have courage to let it go. It takes courage to do that, right? We have to really believe in ourselves and believe that the universe delivers what we deserve to us, to be okay with that. And I really feel like you guys are. And again, this transcending, leveling up, like a spiritual level up, like, being carried out of something that wasn't serving you so that something better can come in. And again, I feel like this is you having peace. It's like being in peace with your own spirituality, being in peace with like where you're heading, regardless of the situation or what's playing out. And with this activation card, this is this flurry of activity that I almost feel like you don't see coming. It's like it's coming in behind the scenes. It's right under this wizard card too, of like, hold on, because there's something being worked out here for you. So you might think like, I just gotta turn away from this because there's nothing left here. I'm never gonna get my needs met in this scenario. And then boom, here it is. And this is all happening because you've healed something. And for some of you, this is going to be scarcity. This came up in one of my other readings last week of like this bear's ribs are showing on this card. And I'm being pulled to that image again of like healing from scarcity or healing from feeling not good enough, healing from things not being enough, not having enough, to where you're able to trust and have faith that if something is taken away from you, that more will be provided. And I feel like in this case, if that is you, your faithfulness is going to be rewarded. Okay, you've healed enough to have this grace to let go of things that aren't going to bring peace, or even sometimes valuing your own peace and peace of mind, your own comfort over, you know, fighting for something or defending yourself. And then your meandering pathway flow. And again, I see this like light popping out, and it's like you're looking at the dark path, but then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Something else is showing up on the scene for me. There's some renewal coming in. There's some new energy showing up that I didn't see coming. I really feel like you don't see this coming, or you don't realize that the universe is watching what you've been doing, and they're about to reward you for being graceful, for being humble, for maybe placing the needs of others before your own in an important situation, okay? Like it could just be that this could even be within a family situation where like maybe you knew that a family member needed something more than you did and you let them have it. Or you helped someone, you know, used your resources to help someone else, even though maybe things were tight for you because they needed it even more. And then frog spirit renewal, right? You think all you got was the frog or the toad, but what you don't realize is this is about to be transformed and turn into something so much better. So again, some of you are maybe feeling like I just got like the crappy end of the stick. But know that that's not really the case, that Spirit's turning that around for you. Or maybe this thing that you think is just not good is actually going to turn out to be even better than you could have dreamed or imagined. All right. Let's jump over to Tarot, Cancer. I kind of feel like that's all we can get from Oracle. So let's move into the Tarot and get a little deeper into this. What else do Cancers need to know about this? All right, Cancers, I am back with some tarot. So we've got the King of Swords. And again, I get like letting go of something with this, like something that a decision that was made, or maybe you were let go, maybe you had to let go of something for someone else. Then we have Seven of Swords. Okay. This is a really interesting Seven of Swords in this deck. You know, Seven of Swords can be like that getting out of Dutch fast card, or having to cut our losses, right? So that we can move on from something. I do feel like there's an element of that to what you guys are going through, just based on the energy of this reading so far. But it's interesting, like with these two together, I get this sense of like, the reason you're able to make this decision and I hear smooth, like walk away smoothly, or creating a smooth transition for yourself from something, is because of all the growth that you have had. Okay. So like if you had not grown spiritually or reached a certain level of maturity that you have, you wouldn't have handled this as gracefully as you have. Okay. And so I feel like you're making a decision that comes from a place of spiritual maturity or a personal growth where you're ready to release something, you're ready to let something go, maybe to allow something better to come in, or again, because it's a lost cause, maybe there's just no point in fighting something. And you are wise enough, from all your experiences, you become wise enough to know that, to see that. And then we have the Six of Pentacles showing up, card of give and take. And in this deck, this is the white buffalo calf woman. Again, a very magical figure. She doesn't present herself to everybody, but she does to those who are worthy, you see? And so I feel like this is a gift. The universe gifting you something. You're getting a gift in return, I hear. You don't maybe see this coming yet, but you're getting it, okay? So your maturity in this situation, I feel, is being rewarded. And you're going to receive more than I think you feel like you had to give away or let go of. And then right after that, I have Princess of Pentacles, followed immediately by Queen of Pentacles. Taking something from the very, very beginning idea, thought, into complete fruition. So you might be getting something that looks small initially, but that can grow into something really big and beautiful and become very successful for you. So again, remember what I was saying with this frog spirit, like this sense of like, oh, all I got was this toad, but this toad becomes a prince. It becomes something really amazing and wonderful that changes your life for the better. And I get that same vibe with these two cards. Okay. It's like, and I kept hearing that old song, like, I don't have much, right? I don't have much. And then I think in that song, it's like, I don't have much, but I know, or I don't know much, but I know I love you. So there's something there, but it's what I heard. I don't have much. So focus on what you do have, because whatever you do have currently still like in play, or whatever resources you still have, you can do a lot with them, or you can do more than what you even realize. And then we have Five of Cups. Again, disappointment, maybe walking away. And maybe right now all you can see is what you had to let go of, but look above that figure, all this beautiful stuff that's just like being swept into him. Okay? I really feel like you guys had to let go of something or release something because it just was no longer in your best interest to hang on. And I do get validation on that. It wouldn't have been good for you anymore, or it would have maybe been better for this other person that maybe you allowed to have it, or who got it instead of you. I have Five of Wands, which Five of Wands in the traditional tarot is like a conflict card. It can be internal conflict. So some of you could be debating within yourself, like, did I do the right thing here? You know, and what about me? Like, what did I end up with? I get a sense of a little sadness of like, what about my needs? You know, and will they be met? But ultimately I see peace in your heart. Look at those beautiful peace lilies. It's like, she has peace within her heart. So even though, excuse me, there may have been turmoil around her, I ultimately feel like you guys are at peace with your decision. Whatever this decision was that was made, I do feel like there's a sense of peace or coming into peace with it. All right. I do get this feeling of the sadness, like emotion of sadness, which makes sense with Five of Cups right next to it. But what you need to know is you have the Ace of Pentacles. You are the star, I'm hearing. You are the star of the show. You don't even know it. So there's something really beautiful and new on the scene for you that has so much potential for growth. So you lose one thing, but you get something else, something that I feel is better. And ultimately, you're going to come into this space of this Queen of Cups energy, which is total emotional fulfillment, right? And also, Queen of Cups, remember, the Queen of Cups is very nurturing, right? And that fits with what I'm picking up on of you guys maybe giving away something to someone else. And Queen of Cups is a very Cancer energy card. Like, this is your card, Cancers. You know, the Queen oversees the home, the family. She takes care of everyone else. She makes sure everybody's needs are met. And so this could even be like if you're a mom who feels like you had to give something up for your children, maybe you had to give something up for those that you love or care about. And you feel good about the choice, even if maybe it left you without something. I'm getting that image of like the mom that's wearing like the holy underpants, but her kids are in designer jeans, you know? And so maybe some of you, you're the nurturer, you're the caretaker, always taking care of everybody else with this energy. And you maybe had to let go or go without something that you needed in order for someone else to have it or to have something they needed. But know that ultimately you're going to receive, right? We have that white buffalo calf woman showing up with the Six of Pentacles. You're also going to receive. It's your time to receive too. And I feel like the universe sees your selfless actions. The universe sees you being humble, sees you having grace, sees you caretaking, and wants you to have your cup full too. Okay? And hey, if you're the mom wearing the holy underpants, get some new underpants, girl, because you deserve them. Okay? Three of Wands. Three of Wands is beautiful, blossoming, blooming energy, but it's also the energy of your ships coming in. I feel like this is you finally getting what you deserve. And it may be coming in an unexpected way. It may be coming in a very magical way, like where you could never anticipate it, right? But know that there's this really beautiful energy blossoming in your life and something good about to come in for you, or something small that maybe you're doing that has a lot of growth potential that can really bring some richness and beauty into your life, because you deserve it, Cancer. You guys deserve it. You're so nurturing of everyone else. You have so much love to give the world from your heart, but like you deserve love too. And I feel like the universe wants to show you that. And then we have the Fool. New beginning is here. I do feel like you don't see it, because right after that I got Five of Pentacles. So right now I feel like you don't see it. You're at peace with going without. You're okay going without. But you're not supposed to, okay? And this new beginning is here. It's like behind this figure's back. Like he doesn't see this figure over here with the new beginning showing up on the scene. And it's so funny, this feels heaven sent to me. I get like major galactic vibes with this guy coming, literally falling out of the stars for you. Okay, so some of you, this could be a love connection, a relationship that literally is heaven sent. We have that with the frog, right? The frog that turns into the prince. So some of you might be about to get your prince. And he literally falls into your lap. But for others of you, you feel like you've been out in the cold, or you let yourself out in the cold. And even though you're okay with that, like it's not a great place to be, right? Know that you're not staying there, because the next card is the Sun. You're getting your happy ending anyway. The Sun is coming in one form or another, but this is coming, and it's like you don't even see where you're going because you're not looking at it. But it's dead ahead. And you feel like Spirit is taking you to it, and they're bringing it in for you. So know that your disappointment is about to give way to something really gorgeous and wonderful coming in for you. Let's see if there's just one more card. Never hurts to end on the Sun though, right? Yeah, the Chariot. Moving forward. You're going to let a bad situation go, and you're going to shine on. Here, shine on anyway. Okay. And I'm kind of, this is weird. I'm getting like justice vibes with this too, of like, things coming into balance of the dark horse and the white horse. And it's like, know that the light wins. The light always wins, okay? So if you feel like you've been through some darkness, please know that you're moving on from it, that it's on its way out. And if you feel like you were on the losing end in a scenario or a situation, understand that in the end, you're going to win anyway. You're going to end up being a winner anyway, because God sees what sacrifices you have made. God sees what you have done for others, and that the universe wants to honor that. You know, good karma is a thing too, right? Like, when you put a lot of good things out into the universe, eventually they come back to you, and they can come back tenfold. So open your arms, Cancers. Be willing to receive. If you're that mom wearing the holy underpants who has a hard time letting good things come in for you, or you always take care of everyone else and you don't ever stop and fill your own cup, when this comes in, let it in. Receive it. Be open and willing to receive it, because you deserve some good things too. You deserve it. You have earned it. And I feel like it's coming for you. So Cancers, those are your messages for the end of April. And I will be back next month with some more oracle messages. Take care. Bye.